Hello there and welcome. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Dee and I am a Pinterest manager, strategist and coach at DD Creative. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today we're going to talk a little bit about animated pins. Now if you've taken a look at Pinterest recently, you will have noticed that a lot of the pins in your feed are either video pins or animated pins. Pinterest has always been about visually appealing static pins, but with the platform always growing and improving, animated pins are now becoming more popular. And of course, since animated pins are quite new, as with all new things introduced to Pinterest, Pinterest is prioritizing animated pins and video pins in the feed. So you will see a ton more impressions. So if you are using Pinterest to drive traffic to your website, your latest offering, or your blog, then you really need to start thinking about adding animated pins to your pinning strategy. Why? Because they're super eye-catching and they stop the scroll, as you can see here. This one here has taken my eye straight away. And with so many pins out there, it's important to catch the attention of your audience. Animated pins are a great strategy for brand storytelling and showing off your products and services. Plus, people want to be amazed and inspired. So if you're not using animated pins just yet, let me show you how to create them quickly and easily using my favorite tool for pin creation, Canva. Simply go to canva.com to get started. You can create a free account, but you will need Canva Pro, which is a paid account, to access animations. I have a paid account and have been using Canva Pro for many years. I highly recommend upgrading to a paid account if you plan to create a lot of social media graphics. You will have loads of additional features with a paid account, as you can see here. So the Pro is the one that I definitely recommend. You will see here that you get everything from the free account plus all of these added extras. With a paid account, you can resize your creations, which is great if you want to use the same creation over different platforms, and that saves a ton of time. There's no need to recreate that pin in a different size. You simply click on the Resize tab and done. So let's get started with a new Pinterest template. So I'm simply going to go to Pinterest pin right here. And you'll see here a Pinterest pin is 1000 by 1500 pixels. Basically 2:3 ratio is what you need for a Pinterest pin. So I'm going to go and have a look at some of these templates, and I'm just simply going to click on a template to start. Now I want an animated pin, I don't want a video pin at this stage, so I'm going to remove a couple of things. Now this is a video. And yes, you can create videos in Canva, but this is all about animated pins. So I'm going to remove that video, but I'm going to find a static image that I like to add instead. So I'm just going to go with this one right here. I'm going to drag it straight in. It's no longer a video, it's just a pin. Now I'm going to just reset that as well. So double clicking on the image and I can move it around to where I want it on my page. Click done. There we go. I'm also going to change the branding colors right here. So clicking on where you can see the colors are, and up the top here you'll see that is the current color, the background color. I'm going to change it to my colors. Now this is going to be quite bright. I'm just going to change this one as well to my color. See, that's not going to work because they're blending in together. So I'm going to actually change the background color to a lighter shade, basically. So we're just pulling this across. So now we've got a bit more contrast here. I'm just going to move this down a little bit because I still like the color of the font, and I also like the font, so I'm going to keep that. And of course, because of the white background, half of that would not have been able to read. Now I can change this to my branding fonts if I want to, but at this stage I'm just going to keep them as they are because I think they look pretty good. And I'm going to change the title to start. So my title is How to Create Animated Pins. Now that's a bit big. I'm just going to drag that out a little. No. So I can go up here to change this size of the font. So let's try 100. Probably a little bit too small. I'm just going to center it as well. Let's just drag that out a little. That's a little bit better, I think. Now, it's not perfect, but at this stage, we're just playing around to show you what can be done. And I'm just going to change this to creative. All right, so at this stage, we've changed the picture, we've changed the title, and I've also added my website. Now you can also go into Elements and choose an animation there to add to your pin. So on the left-hand side, we'll go to Elements. And once you're in Elements, you can scroll down and you also have stickers. So I'm going to click on the stickers. And you have a ton of choices here that you can also add to your pin. So let's look for something that might relate. Now, I haven't seen anything that I particularly like, so I'm going to look for an arrow. So I think arrows are a great way in which to draw your audience's attention to something within the pin. I've typed in arrow, and I'm also going to click on the filter right here, and I'm going to click on Animated and Apply Filters. And you can see all of these arrows, animated arrows, nice little stickers that I can add to my pin. Now, the thing to remember here is a lot of these animations you can't change the color of. Be sure to find an animation that suits your pin. So scrolling down. So looking at this one, I can make it a little bit smaller. Oops. Drag it back up into there. And I'm just going to leave that there. Now I think that looks okay at this point. Let's see what else was there. Let's have a look. I might try a star. And also going back into the filter, Animated, Apply Filters. There we go. And I'm going to look for something similar like this, but I like a white one. There we go, that one there looks pretty good. Now, I'm not going to put it there, of course. I'm going to bring it down, pop it in there. Actually, I like that better. I might just remove the arrow instead. And I'm going to change this out as well. I'm going to add .com, drag it out. There we go. And I might add another star. Now I'm going to copy and paste it and drag it over here as well. So you can find all sorts of fun stuff over here in the stickers. So basically stickers, see all. Tons of great ideas right there. You can use any of these if you want to, as long as you have your Canva Pro account. So can you see how this would stop the scroll and draw the attention of a pinner? There's not a lot going on, but it is just the slight animation is enough to grab somebody's attention. So we've created our pin. When we're ready to download, simply go to the top right, this little drop down arrow, and basically make sure it is MP4 video, because anything else won't give you the animations. Simply click download and your pin is being prepared right now. Now you can also create pins without animations and make the pin itself animated. So I'm going to remove these. And now I just have a basic static pin. Now to animate this, clicking on the Animate on the top left here. And now you've got quite a few options to choose from. I can choose block. You can see how that animates the text. Breathe. fade, pan, rise, tumble, and I think that one's a bit fun, drift, stomp, tectonic. There's so many great choices here. Got baseline, pop, neon, and scrapbook. So you can see how each of these animations can catch the eye of an audience and makes them stop the scroll, basically, which is what you want to do. You want to attract your audience to your pin so that they feel that they need to click on it and click through to your blog post, your website, or your offer. So I hope you found this helpful. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, and I'd really love it if you would subscribe to my channel, and I will keep you updated with more videos. Thanks for joining me.